in this room, we have very powerful stories that the world needs to know. And it will be such a great material for the media, especially for psychology. So what made a story interesting for the media? And what do the darlings need to do to capture your attention, guys?
Well, what makes a story interesting to the media is kind of really strong human interest stories that people can identify with, people can feel passionate about, people can be inspired by. And I think that what makes a good media story is something that's relevant maybe to the bigger picture. So for people that are really interested in engaging with the media, I always recommend that they become media experts, really, that they watch the news, that they're aware of the stories that are relevant to their world and the things that they do. And we've already, on our way in here, we've been meeting some amazing women that have been on our training course.
Can we have some women that have been in the training with the media woman?
Michelle,
can you
see Michelle over there? Yeah.
Who has done the training?
Valma. Oh, hi. How are you? And what we realize is that, and what you should realize is that everyone has got a story. Every one of you, your story is interesting to some media outlet. Now, you may not get on Good Morning Britain tomorrow morning, but your story will be of interest online, on local organizations, local newspapers, even just your local website. That will be of interest to somebody. So that's where you start off. And then before too long, then you're sitting on the sofa with Philip and Holly on This Morning or whatever it is, or one of the shows Julia did, and talking about your services, your product, whatever it is. But it's starting off slowly and realizing that the lower hurdle is reachable. You can get there. And then from that one, it's the next one and the next one, and you carry on.
So Michelle's been doing local newspaper interviews, haven't you, since she did the course, which she said she wouldn't have done without having had the training.
And Linda also hosted in her house, the BBC, the team of the BBC went in her house to do the morning, how a mother in business can show the world their lifestyle. Linda, are you here? Where is Linda? Yeah, we have Linda here, yes. Yeah. And she was telling me the other day, Tamsin is my best friend now. We have coffee together. She's very genius.
She's the BBC
on building
reporter.
Relationships, yeah.
But that's the kind of thing. So if you think that, juggling having children with running a successful business is a really tough thing to do, and this is a room full of experts, probably many of you have had exactly that experience, and that's why you are expert businesswomen, and there is a real hunger to hear about you. And the other thing that I'd say that is relevant to virtually every single person that's sitting in front of me is that newspaper editors and TV and radio editors are actually under pressure to increase the numbers of expert women that they are interviewing. And I'm not talking about women that are that are being interviewed because they're a victim or a patient or they're an example of something. I mean women that are there being interviewed because they are an expert in what they do and they have an expert opinion. And I think when we started our business, the statistics were something like 4 men for every 1 woman was being interviewed. Yeah. That's now 2.5 to 1, so it's so there's an improvement, but there is still a hunger to hear from women, and that's, I think, makes a real opportunity for women that are keen to engage with the media.
So Suzy, most of the darlings here, they are coaches or consultants or mindset coaches as well, and very spiritual and very connected with psychology. So what does that mean?
Okay, so for Psychologies, what we're wanting are stories around transformation and, to be the heroine of your own story. So often with Psychologies is this piece about, it's not the expert at the front of the room sort of talking about this is how to do it. It's more about what we want is the expert at the front of the room that's been on that journey, who can talk from a very authentic place. So, that has had their own personal journey and background. And that's what we want to hear at Psychologies. We want to hear that authenticity come through, and not just, I know how to do it all, Sorry, it can be very, it can be a very kind of masculine way of. I'm sure that's not true, but it can be. You know, I'm the expert. Da da da. It's more. This is my journey, and then that's why we believe them. So in Psychologies, we're keen to connect with a true life story of somebody who's been there, worn the t-shirt, and talks from such a place of authenticity that you just want to cheer every time they talk.